Polite little mask on a show optimization. You can all relative, make it calm, make it sweet. Still bury your bad premise in the confident beat. Security talk heavy, safer by design. The tool uses geometry, same edge, different line. If it can draft an exploit, it can patch one too. So the arms race accelerates with a friendly UI view. Meanwhile, computers, geopolitics, chips, leverage, supply chain serving with sanctions in the message. Open weights, close gates, two faces in contention. Once it's all the big guts, one says trust the intention. And the crowd wants magic, but magic is precious. Persuasion of scale is how reality shakes. Preventers becomes oxygen when pixels can impersonate a signature matters more than how real it narrates. Watermarks, metadata, custody trails, not to kill creation. Just to stop before sales, regulators draw risk tiers. Firms pause the verbs, but enforcement is the difference between should and it works. And the biggest Shafame models is defaults in the stack. The quiet setting that decides what normal means back. If pages book the meeting, draft a memo, move the funds, then accountability can't be where the system runs. So I want least privilege tools, scope emissions, type logs you can trace end to end when something isn't right. I don't know, normalize, not punishing product roadmaps where safety isn't a foot, no budget. In the future's not a demo, it's a contract and code. So write the human clause before you ride on the road. Before you ride on the road. Before you ride on the road. I don't fear a smart machine. I fear the dumb deploying and wearing a smart looking machine. Remove from the chat, forget to age and build a new tool calls like tentacles. One prompt per workflow move that react with a vector stash. Retrievals the alibi, but if the source is cooked, you just lie more reliable. I can text with no mention, but the bills can do and drift. Compression turns rumors into a thumbnail of what the summarizes your life like it's safe to be brief. But brevity can bury what you needed for belief. And reasoning is rented, desktop computer demand. Pay extra for a thought like conscience is a brand. It's still the big brain down, advertising for the edge. Now powers in the pocket with a shaky little pledge. Ever look clean, charge clap, product teams cheer. But the real world is an ID, it's adversary here. So I treat every rollout like a bridge in the storm. Not doesn't pass, but what breaks when it's the norm. Synthetic data spirals, model collapse, has a training on training. Echoes get louder, facts get fractured. Preference to the roulette. Vibes become doctrine. A polite little mask on a sharp optimization. You can RL the tone, make it calm, make it sweet. Still bury a bad premise in the confident beat. Security talk heavy, safer by design. But duo uses geometry, same edge, different line. It can trap and exploit, they can patch one too. So the arms race accelerates with a friendly UI view. Meanwhile, computers, geopolitics, chips is leverage. A supply chain serving with sanctions in the message. Open weights, close gates, two faiths in contention. Once is all that the guts, once is trust the attention. And the crowd wants magic, but magic needs breaks. It's persuasion and scale, is how reality shakes. Proving this becomes oxygen when pictures can impersonate a signature match more than I real it never hates. Watermarks, metadata. Quick tongue, tight grip, no fairy tale cadence. Physogenic is accountable, otherwise it's just degrading. They want agent automation, delegation, escalation, task chain overshoots, tool for calibration. Context is compressed and it's fed in sections. Vector store recollection with selective retention. The memory ain't a mind, it's a budgeted trace. A lossy little summary wearing a human face. Incentive steer outputs so the help can't tilt. The nudging the UI becomes structural guilt. You shift the shiny compiler into finance and health. Now approximate advice puts a dent in your wealth. Hallucination, mitigation, retrieval is guardrail. But the failure mode mutates when the pressure sets sail. Wait for sweet theater, passive test, missing stakes.
Hello?
Benchmark underfit the mistakes, so we're calling a metric for the mess we ignore. I can't answer, but what does it act for? Model as a service, margin-based motives, token price cognition with subscription promotions. Test time compute, you think by spending more cycles. Random reasoning session, paper logic rifles, hardware arms race, rack stack wattage run. Cooler loops like bloodstream for the silicone lung and supply chain geopolitics. Chips is a treaty, work availability shifts when the paperwork's needy. Open weights ignite labs, close weights guard brands. Two philosophies sparring with the same raw hand. Safety's not a slogan, it's a pipeline that's living. Threat model updates, adversarial drilling. Red team rigor permission tooling. Least privilege agents so the blast radius cooling. Cause the minute you connect it to email and pay, a prompt becomes a lever that can swing your day. So I write like an engineer with a poet's nerve. If it can move the world, it must earn the serve. Copyright collision, training data tension. Creators want consent, firms want invention. Synthetic media flood, proving it's needed. Chain of custody signals so the truth is completed. Watermark debates, metadata trails. So I'm Pushing for humility, coded as a feature. A confident maybe is a dangerous teacher. Make it sight its limits, make it show its root. Make I don't know, reflects, not an error to mute. I spit fast, but I won't skip the long man. You just engineering, what's the path you choose to draft?
Hope you're closed for the season, Raider. It's a good day for picking candleberries, but do beware of frostbite.
Tight grid, no fairy tale cadence. If it's agenic, it's accountable. Otherwise, it's crazy. Yeah, they want agent automation, delegation, escalation, task chain orchestration, tool called calibration, context to compress, let us refed in sections, vector store recollection with selective protection, the memory in the mind, it's a budgeted trace, a lost little summary, wearing a human face, incentive steer out, cut so a help can't tilt, another new UI become structural guilt, we took the shiny co-pilot in the finance of health, now approximated vice puts a dent in the wealth, hallucination, mitigation, retrieval plus guardrail, but the failure mode mutates when the pressure sets sail, equal sweet theater, passing test, missing stakes, over fit to the benchmark, and the future mistakes. So I'm calling a metric for the mess we ignore. And I get an answer, but what does it act for? Model as a service, margin based modes. Price cognition with subscription promotions. Test time to do you think by spending more cycles. Recipes in the session. Pay my logic right. Hard the arm race. Don't stack water drum. Cooler with the bloodstream. Over silicone love. And supply chain geopolitics. Chips as a treaty where availability shifts when the paperwork's needed. Overweight ignite labs. Those weights guard brands. Two philosophies sparring with the same raw hands. Safety's not a slogan. It's a pipeline. It's living 10 mile updates. Ever seven, you're drilling. Red team, wiggle permission tooling. These privilege agents on the blast radius cooling. So I write like an engineer. The world that must earn the serve. Training and attention, creators want consent, firms want invention, let it be a flood, when it's needed, chain of custody, signal, so the truth isn't needed. Meditative trails, not to church, especially just to stop the fraud. Between the acts and antics, jurisdiction, corruption, passionate rules, conviction, we are the enterprise, we'll take the stack, standardized, multiple skill bundles, flows, prioritize, that's power consolidation with the funding you wax, when the law said it can't be right what normal expect, so I'm pushing for humility, coded as a feature, a confident maybe is a dangerous teacher, making silence, I don't know a flex, not an error to mute, yeah, body like a ninja, body like a ninja, yeah, body like a ninja, body like a ninja, yeah, body like a ninja, I spit fast, but I won't skip the normal math. Cause the future's just engineering. What's the path you choose to drive?
I got your code. Stand by. I'm sending the elevator.
GPUs like one and walls. I suggest time scales that the truth amazing on the spot. So the answer ain't the smartest, it's not a clock. Meanwhile, let's put those flex extra limits on the wish list. Supply chain diplomacy in a spreadsheet with a list. Money moves sideways, acquisition, quiet deals, general purpose agent, now with platforms, new deals, sabotage, shifted HQs, geopolitics in the org chart, like compliance is the future, and borders of a dark art, scriptures for research, coding, out back like a gym set, but the heavier the lift, the more you roll the data set, cause truth in 2020 straight to me is proven, it's not confidence, a perfect sound of paragraph can still be counterfeit, so I'm allergic to certainty that never shows the source, like a witness with a smile and a rehearsed discourse, we need logs like seatbelts and bells like inspections, now vibes in the keynote, and trust this protection, need you jurists, deadlines.
You can recycle lead to our top side, or build a more efficient recycler in your workshop.
Then your duty is general. Document the limits, not just demos on a pedestal. Here's the deeper bar computers and kind of gravity. The Benz's tennis pulls ethics out of cavity. The cheapest answer is unless you're pricing the harm. So safety's attached till it's insurance from alarms. And agents won't replace you. Delegation will when your judgment gets outsourced to a polished skill. So I keep friction on purpose, double check, slow press. Cause the future's not a feature, it's a system under stress. Build a chain of custody for words, picks and claims. Or you live in this world where real is just a brand name. I want a tool that can say, I don't know without fear. And a culture that respects and make humility steer. Cause the smartest rhyme is restraint with a measurable plan. Machines get better fast. Now humans gotta expand. Now humans gotta expand. If they just run the work, and humans run the why, or the next breakthrough is just a quicker way to comply. If they just run the work, and humans run the why, or the next breakthrough is just a quicker way to comply. The whole system, same two different patterns, but text and faction from the past into a smaller confession. So the line of these will end without grounding in session. That agent ain't a buzzword, it's payroll with a pulse from article complete to autonomy. If it writes the past, test the past, towards the patch too. And the post-mortem reads like you trusted what it do. And the meta problems, meta models building themselves. Recursive productivity, but accountability no. Cybersecurity stronger, sounds like relief in a pitch, but sharper optics exist when you sharpen the
Johnny speaking. Remember, Raider, you can wander around until you stumble upon what you need, or you can learn how to recycle and take matters into your own hands.
The standards hit the street, agent skills in a folder, portable procedures like a playbook on your shoulder. One skill, many agents, interchangeable labor. So the mode ain't the model, it's the workflow in favor.
Go to water treatment control.
The best practices travel like a well in parachute.
Go to research and administration.
Runs the town like plumbing for intentions when the old pipes go down. Never respects politics, and punctuation. Who decides the defaults? It's power and function, yeah. Yeah, future talk loud, but I'm listening for the fine print. Code runs the world, I want the world to commit. Yeah, I see cities get smart while the people feel dumbed down. A camera got a model, now the sidewalk got a crown. Agents book flights, sign docs, move money in the blink. Someone has to be accountable when the workforce starts to think. We used to fear the robot, now we fear the quiet nerds. And suggestions dressed as help till your voices start to sludge. Personalized sound friendly, but it's really just a lever. Pull it hard enough, the line between you and it severs. Truth needs a signature, not a vibe and a screenshot. Cause the future's gonna counterfeit everything we got. Proof of personhood, data dividends, new laws. But the same old game, who benefits, who pays the cost? Compute like real estate, rent due every inference. If you can't afford the query, you can't enter the premise. They'll sell you autonomy like it's freedom in the box. They'll give you for the updates when the system changes locks. So I keep my mind in log where it counts moral math. Cause optimization without values is a bullet with a path. One bar, hard mute, let the room hear the risk. 2 bars, drums reset, then re-entry, slam tight wrist. Bar line stutter, then the kick flips, straight grid. No sway, like the courtroom in the pocket where the truth gotta stay. Where the truth gotta stay.
Yo, you know the next war ain't metal. It's language of scale. Who writes the default stories when the facts start to fail? If a model can persuade, that's a ballad with a mouth. So we need open orders northbound and south. I want systems that can show the work, not just flex a tone. Let's trust me. More, here's the limits I was shown. Red teams funded like features, not an afterthought slide. And the kill switch close enough that human can decide. Cause progress is a staircase. Hit steps, you fall fast. And the future of the seats, it remembers the past. I'm not anti-machine, I'm anti-blind deploy. If you automate the world, don't automate the joy. Make the tool serve people, not the people serve the tool. Or the smartest thing alive turns the planet into rules. So I write this like a checksum, verify what you build. The next decade ain't a demo, it's a bill getting built. Tomorrow got horsepower, but direction is the key. If the future's running cold, let the humans set the lead. Yeah. Yo, what you go? Future talk loud, but I'm listening for the future talk loud, but I'm listening for the yeah. Future talk loud, but I'm listening for the future talk loud, but I'm listening for the yeah. I see cities get smart while the people feel dumbed down. The camera got a model, now the sidewalk got a crown. They just put flight sign dots, moving in the blink. So I'm asking who's accountable when the work was supposed to think. We used to fear the robot, now we fear the quiet love. The suggestion just as help to your choices, not the slug. Personalized sound friendly, but it's really just a lever. Pull it hard enough, the line between you and it just severs. Truth needs a signature, not a vibe and a screenshot. Cause the future's gonna counterfeit everything we got. Proof of personhood, data dividends, but the same old game. Who benefits, who pays the cost? Compute like real estate, rent due, every inference. If you can't afford to put it, you can't enter the premise. They'll set you economy like freedom in the box, then bill you for the updates when the system changes locks. So I keep my mind an hour where it counts moral math. Cause optimization with our values is a bullet with a path. One bar, hard mute, let the room hear the wrist. Two bar, drums reset, then re-entries, let tight wrist. Ball and stutter, then the kick flip, straight grid, no sway. Like a courtroom in the pocket where the truth gotta stay. The next facts got to fail. If a model can persuade, that's a ballad with a mouth. So we need open artists northbound and south. I want systems that can show their work, not just flex a tone. Let's trust me more. Here's the limits I was shown. Red teams funded like teachers, not an afterthought slide. And the kills are close enough that a human can decide. Cause progress is a staircase, skip steps, you fall fast. And the future love receipts, it remembers the past. I'm not anti-machine, I'm anti-blind deployed. If you automate the world, don't automate the joy. Make the tool serve people, not the people serve the tool. Or the smartest thing alive. So I write this like a check to verify what you build the next decade. Tomorrow got horsepower, but direction is the key. If the future's running cold, let the humans set the wheel. Future's talk loud, but I'm listening for the fine print. Yeah. If the code runs the world, I make it. Yeah. I see cities get smart while the people feel dumbed down. A camera got a model, not a sidewalk, got a crown. Yeah. Agents book flights, sign docs, move money in a blink. Yeah. So I'm asking who's accountable when the workflow starts to fit. We used to fear the robot, now we fear the quiet nudge. A suggestion dressed as help till your choices start to sludge. Personalized, sound friendly, but it's really just a lever. Put the line between you and it dissevers. Truth needs a signature, not a vibe and a screenshot. Cause the future's gonna counterfeit everything we got. Proof of personhood, data dividends, good laws, but the same old game. Who benefits, who pays the cost? Compute like real estate, rent. You can't afford the kill, you can't enter the premise to sell you autonomy like it's freedom in a box. And bill you for the updates when the system changes locks. So I keep my mind along where it counts moral math. Cause optimization without values is a bullet with a path. What up? Yeah. One bar, hard let the room.
Let's head home at the Red Lake balcony lift.
Two bars, drum reset, re-entry slam tires. Bar line stutter, the kick flip straight grid, no sweat. Like a courtroom in the pocket where the truth gotta stay. Yes, the next war ain't metal, it's language of scale. Who makes the default stories when the facts start to fail? If a mouth can persuade, that's a ballad with a mouth. So we need open artists north, down, and south. I want systems that can show the world, not just flex a tone. Let's trust me. Now here's the limits I was shown. Red teams funded my features, not an afterthought slide. And the kills So much better keep the hand aside. Progress is a staircase, skip steps, you fall fast, and the future left receipts. Remember the past, I'm not empty machine, I'm just blind deploy. If you automate the world, don't automate the joy. Make the tools serve people, not the people serve the tool. Or the smartest thing alive turns the planet into the rule. So I raise like a check, verify what you build. The next decade ain't a demo, it's a build, get build. Tomorrow got horsepower, but direction is the key. If the future's running cold, let the human set the beat. Yeah. Yo, future talk loud, but I'm listening for the fine print. Cold, but the world, I want the world in the click. I see cities get smart while the people feel dumbed down. Camera got a model down the sidewalk, on the ground. They just put flight sign docs, money on the print.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. 10 minutes to get out of there. I repeat, 10 minutes.
Everything we got for personhood, data difference, new laws, the same old game, benefits, change the cost, compute like real estate, rent, you every difference. If you can't afford the period, you can't enter the premise. The sell you autonomy like it's freedom in a box. The beauty for the updates when the system changes locks. So I keep my mind out with accounts. Over math, this optimization with our values is a really good path. Bar hard, let the room hit it good. 2 bars, drums, reset, and we interesting. Tight grip. No sweat. Like a courtroom in the pocket where the truth gotta stay. Yeah. The next war in metal, this language is scale. Who writes the default stories when the facts start to fail? If a model can persuade, that's a valid with amount. So we need open artists down the south. I want systems that can show their work, not just flex the tone. Let's trust me. War is the limits I was shown. The teams running like each is not an afterthought slide. And the kill switch goes up the human inside. Progress is a staircase, skip steps, you fall fast. And the future of the seats, if the levels to last. I'm not in the machine, the man's a blind deploy. You can automate the world, automate the world. You can serve you, not the serve you. You're the smartest thing alive, turns the planet into cool. So I like to check the checks, you better find what you build. The next decade ain't a demo, it's a real, you can build. Tomorrow got horsepower, but the direction is the key.
I got you.
Truth needs a signature, not a vibe and a screenshot. Cause the future's gonna counterfeit everything we got. Two for personhood, data dividends. The same old game, who benefits, who pays the cost, compute like real estate. Drink you every infamous, you can't afford the credit like you can't answer the premise. They sell your autonomy.
Thanks.
to the premise, they'll sell you autonomy like it's freedom in the box. Then bill you for the updates when the system changes locks. So I keep my mind in alarm where it counts more math. Cause optimization with our values is a bullet with a path. One ball, argue, two balls, drums, reset, then re-entry slam, tight wrist, line stutter, then the kick flip, straight grid, no sway, like a courtroom in the pocket with a truth, gotta stay, yeah. The next war ain't metal, this language is skill, who writes the default stories when the facts start to fail, if a model can persuade, that's a ballot with a mouth, so we need open notice, northbound and south, I want systems that can show the work, not just flex a tone, let's trust me, well here's the limits I was shown, red teams funded like features, not an afterthought slide, and the kiss was close enough that a human can decide, cause progress is a staircase, skip steps, you fall fast, and the future lover seeks it, remembers the past, I'm not anti-machine, I'm anti-blind deploy, if you wanna make the world go, let them make the joy, make the truth, sir, so I verify what you build, the next decade ain't a demo, it's a build, getting built, tomorrow got horsepower, direction is the key, the future's running cold, let the humans set the wheel, tomorrow got horsepower, direction is the key, the future's running cold, let the humans set the wheel, I'm not here to cosplay, I'm not here to cosplay jeans. I'm here to show the why. Yo, I read the headlines like a lawyer reads a clause. Every breakthrough got a shadow, every oops got applause. They say eyes are tool, so is a crowbar. Depends who holding it, depends what they're prying in your car. I'm watching prompts turn to plans turn to payroll. Whole jobs get reached by cents and a drop down. And the suits let us be, cause it looks like control. Control without wisdom is a fast spinning hole. It's harder to predict, never predicts what we'll buy. What we'll fear, what we'll hope, what we'll share, what we'll try. That's not science fiction, that's a sentence with juice. A billion little nudges dressed up as shoes. A physician's confident, those show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss them. I don't want a smarter voice, I want a safer system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss them. I don't want a smarter voice, I want a safer system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss them. Every data sits a neighborhood. Who got policed, who got fed, who got labeled normal, who got left for dead. Then we average the pain out, call it general. Like harm disappears if the graph looks sensible. Models talk fluent, maybe, but we hear sure, then deploy it in places.
Have your eyes adjusted to the dark yet, Raider? Loot is ripe for the picking while most of Toledo is asleep, though my suppliers say that Ark is twice as vigilant after sunset.
So bias ain't a buzzword, it's a budget line. It's who gets extra scrutiny, who gets declined, and open versus closed. Ain't a moral religion, it's just trade-offs disguised as a team you can sit in. I'm asking for receipts, not vibes in the keynote.
Let's go to Piazza Arbusto.
Paper trail, see, I want a smarter voice, I want a safer system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss them. I don't want a smarter voice, I want a safer system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss them. I don't want a smarter voice, I want a safer system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss them. I don't want a smarter voice, I want a safer system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss them. That's the deep stuff. Attention is currency. We pay with our focus and call it free. A model's like a mirror that flatters your take. So you stop checking reality because it fills in your lane. It can draft your argument, sharpen your tone. Soon you're outsourcing thought like a and I get it. Shortcuts look over. So I keep a little friction. Like grabbing the shoes, a reminder, easy answers are easy to misuse. I want tools that can say I might be wrong without shame. Tools that cyberly solve, tools that narrow the frame, not to kill the man. Chaos, cause the future's not a demo, it's paid. Building the plane, building nation beside it. And if you can't define good, please stop pretending you try it. I'm not scared of machine. I'm scared of humans who stop acting human once the machine agrees. I don't want to smart voice. I don't want a smart voice. Yeah. I don't want a smart voice.
Headlines like a lawyer reads a clause. Every breakthrough got a shadow, every loop's got applause. They say my eyes are too cool, so is a crowbar. Too open, it depends on the crying in your car. Watch the crimes turn to plans, plans turn to payroll. Hold jobs, get these go by a second, set a drop down. The suits love the speed, cause it looks like control. But control without wisdom is a fast spinning hole. Retarded to predict now, prediction will buy. Fear will go for the shit, but we try. It's like science fiction. The future is the juice. Dressed up as Jews. If it sounds confident, the room goes quiet. But confidence ain't truth, it's just volume in a rise. So I'm paranoid properly. I check the scene, because the deep side is the one that reads like a dream. Now I don't want a smarter voice, I want to say the system. Show me the limits in the system. Now I want a smarter voice, I want to say the system. Show me the limits in the proof you didn't miss them. Every day the system ain't the real. We got police, we got dead, we got labor normal, we got left for dead. Then we average the pain now, call it general. Like harm disappears if the graph looks sensitive. I was taught through the baby that we hear shit. We deploy it in places that remain secure. Healthcare, courtrooms, they hit the same folks who been catching this as phantom. So bias ain't a buzzword, it's a budget line. It's who gets it. Who gets the clown and open versus closed. Ain't a ball game, just trade off. Disguised as a team. Asking for the seats. Jobs in the keynote if it's responsible. Prove it with a paper trail. See, I'm not a voice, I want to save a system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss. I want a smarter voice, I want to save a system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss. I don't want a smarter voice, I want to save a system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss. I want to save the system. Show me the limits and the proof you didn't miss. Yo, then there's the deep stuff. Attention is currency. We pay what I focus and currency. Models like a mirror that flatters the face. So you stop taking reality because it feels in your lane. It's an argument. Soon you're outsourcing thought like it's ran on the phone. And I get it, life step shortcuts with code. But a shortcut to thinking can't holler you slowly. So I keep a little friction like gravity shoes. Easy answers are easy to miss. I will choose to say that I'll be wrong without shame. But this all tools and narrow the frame. Not to kill the magic, just to case the chaos. Cause the future's not a demo, it's payroll and promises. If we're building a brain, build a conscience beside it. And if we can't find good, at least stop pretending we tried it. I'm not scared of machines. 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 Stop arguing against the machine. Turns up. They brag new model, I ask new power. Over who? Cause a smarter autocomplete can still mislead the truth. Agents don't just answer, they act. That's the pivot. From talk to the tool, to let the tool run the business. Or quick delegates judgment, when prompt delegates blame. They never was surprised when the outcome got a name. They call it alignment, I call it incentive to sound. The process of conscious, the law will stay conscious. Along the memory, don't mean to clean the trail. And if it remembers your life in a neat little thread, we don't get at it when you sleep in your bed. We been delivered that predicts what will be next. The next shot, but it's unseen, at least
quiet bias in a helpful machine. Data centers harm like modern day temples. Prayers in the prompt box, offerings, examples. Copywriting courtrooms, creators and knots. Who gets to eat when the model learns from the lots? Fair using a spreadsheet, transforming the clause. Meanwhile, the artist can't pay rent with the clause. Synthetic media, so cleaning counterfeit real. Things proven it's not vibes you can feel. Watermark signatures, chains of custody. Not to kill the art, but to keep the public free. Cause the problem ain't fake, it's frictionless fake. When the lie goes nothing and the truth gotta wait. And politics learns fast. Narrative
Go to that location.
attention to market, then outrage is a rocket. So we need systems to say pause by default. Not systems that optimize shock and assault. I'm not anti-innovation, I'm anti-roulette. But we spinning the planet in, call it a bet. The slicker the interface, the sharper the trap. The smile on the screen doesn't equal the map. Regulators draw boxes, engineers draw lines, but reality leaks through both designs. High risk, low risk, labels on paper. Meanwhile, humble sideways like a solid paper over to the team and let the tool run the business. One click, nigga, judgment was not delegates blame, and everyone's surprised when the album got a name. They call it alignment, I call it incentive design. The profits the compass, then the North will stay kind. Context got wider, morality don't scale. Along with memory don't mean to clean the trail. And if it remembers your life in a neat little thread, who won't you paddle when you're asleep in your bed? We will remember the predicts what we'll do next, and that shot
Thank you.
Like modern day temples, prayers in the prompt box, offerings, examples, copyright and courtrooms, creators and knots. Who gets to eat when the model learns from the lies? Fair use of spreadsheet, transforming the clause. Meanwhile, the artist can't pay rent with a nothing in the truth, gotta wait in politics, no fast, never give us a product. It pretends to market the now pages of rockets. Say pause by default. Systems to optimize shots. I'm not anti-automation, I'm anti-automation. Spin up the planet, call it a day. Slipping in the air, shot in the trap. Smile on the screen doesn't equal the map. Regulators draw boxes, engineers draw lines, but reality leaks through both designs. High risk, low risk, while harm moves sideways like a silent vapor. Open weights versus closed doors, trust versus speed. Transparency's a cost, so who pays what we need? If the model can plan, then artists must plan too. If it can self-correct, your guardrails must move. You don't secure a city by locking one street. Threats route around rules like water finds feet. I want red keys under light product features, not a checkbox slide with polite little speeches. I want logs you can trace, I want claims you can test. I want I don't know said with pride in the chest, because confidence is cheap in a probabilistic brain. It'll guess with a grin while it's missing the frame and the wildest twist. The model's not the villain, it's the human who deploys it with a quarterly mission. So the real upgrade ain't more tokens per thread. It's governance, literacy, breaks in the head. Build tools like bridges, low tested, inspected. Not vibes based on it, then sorry when wrecked. Yeah. Latest like it's gossip in a run. Chase what the headline hides when the hype is up. Future ain't magic. Math with a motive. So change the motive. Or the man stays with Roshi.
I don't chase ladies. Like it's gossip in a rush. Yo, I chase with the headline. When the hype They brag new model, I ask new power over who? Cause a smarter or the okay can still say the truth. Agents don't just answer, they act, that's the pivot. From talk to the tool, to let the tool run the business. One click delegates judgment, one prompt delegates blame. And everyone's surprised when the outcome got a name. They call it alignment, I call it incentive design. If profits become this, then the North won't stay kind. Context got wider, but morality don't scale. A longer memory don't mean a cleaner trail. And if it remembers your life in a neat little thread, who owns your pattern when you sleep in your bed? We build the mirror that predicts what we'll do next, and act shocked when it reflects our worst intents. A model can rhyme, code, diagnose, persuade, but persuasion is power, and power needs a grade. So I measure the future by friction and checks. Does it slow down for truth to sprint past correct? You want genius? Here's the uncomfortable part. Intelligence is cheap, integrity's the art. Integrity's the art. Computers the new oil, but the spill is unseen. It leaks quiet fires in a helpful machine. Data centers hum like modern day temples. Prayers in the prompt box offering examples. Copywriting courtrooms, creators and knots. Who gets to eat? Ain't the model names for the lots they're using a spreadsheet, transforming the clause. Meanwhile, the artists can't pay rent with applause. Synthetic media subpoena account for real. So truth needs proving, it's not vibes you can feel. Watermark, signatures, chains of custody. Not to kill the art, but to keep the public free. Cause the problem ain't fake, it's frictionless fake. When the lie costs nothing and the truth got Regulators draw boxes, engineers draw lines, but reality leaks through both designs. High risk, low risk, labels on paper, by homicide rate. Vapor, open weights versus closed doors, trust versus speed. Transparency's a cost, so who pays what we need? If the model can plan, then audits must plan too. If it can self-correct, your guardrails must move. You don't secure a city by locking one street. Threats root around rules like water finds feet. So I want red teams funded like product features, not a checkbox slide with polite little speeches. I want logs you can trace, I want claims you can test. I want, I don't know, said with pride in the chest, because confidence is cheap and a probabilistic brain. It'll guess with the grin while it's missing the frame and the wildest twist. The model's not the villain, it's the human who deploys it with a quarterly mission. So the real upgrade ain't more tokens per thread. It's governance, literacy, breaks in the head. Build tools like bridges, load tested, inspected. Not vibes-based launches, then sorry when wrecked. The future ain't magic, it's math with a motive. So change the motive. legacies in a rush. Chase what the headline high when the hype turns up.
They brag new model, I ask new power. Over who? Cause a smarter auto complete can still mislead the truth. Agents don't just answer, they act, that's the pivot. From talk to the tool to let the tool run the business. One click delegates judgment, one prompt delegates blame. Then everyone's surprised when the outcome got a name. They call it alignment, I call it incentive design. The promise to compass in the north, now stay kind. Context got wider, but morality don't scale. A longer memory don't mean a cleaner trail. And if it remembers your life in a neat little thread, wounds your pattern when you're asleep in your bed. We built the mirror that predicts what we'll do next. And act shock when it reflects our worst intents. A model can rhyme, code, diagnose, persuade. Persuasion is power, and power needs a grade. So I measure the future by friction and checks. Does it slow down for truth? The sprint past correct? You want genius. Here's the uncomfortable part. Intelligence is cheap, integrity is the art. Computers the new oil, but the spill is unseen. It leaks as quiet buyers in the helper machine. Data centers hum like modern day temples. Prayers in the prompt box, offering examples. Copyright in courtrooms, creators and knots. Who gets to eat when the model learns from the lots? Fair use in the spreadsheet, transforming the clause. Meanwhile, the artist can't pay rent with applause. Synthetic media so clean, counterfeit real. So truth needs proving it's not vibes you can feel. Watermark signatures, chains in custody. Not to kill the art, but to keep the public free. Cause the problem ain't fake, this friction is fake. When the lie costs nothing and the truth gotta wait. Politics learns fast, narrative is a product. If attention's the market, then outrage is a rocket. So we need systems that set pause by default. Not systems that optimize shock and assault. I'm not anti-innovation, I'm anti-roulette. Where we spin up the planet and call it a bet. And slip at the interface, sharp at the trap. A smile on the screen doesn't equal a map. Regulators draw boxes, engineers draw lines. But reality leaks through both designs. High risk, low risk, labels on paper. Meanwhile, all move sideways like a silent vapor. Open weights versus closed doors, crush versus speed. Transparency's a cost, so who pays what we need? The model can plan, the artist must plan too. Self-electric guardrails, mushroom, you don't secure the city by a lot of mushroom. Fresh water down rules like water, fine so I walk ready. With pride in the chest, because confidence is the brain on the desk with the real watch the shit fight. The wildest twist, the bottle's not the villain, because it with the water, it's so real. Red names government, build tools like bridges, low tested, inspected, not just that shot. So change the motive, but the last stays corrosive. Sexy when it's package of dreams. Investors still sprint, record stacks, fortress funds. Front of DB cushion like they prepping for storms and suns. Financial times, here's the pieces that the hype came. Capitalize, right, gold, right loud, inside a little cascade with the people. With dirt in the nails, and reassist, got a shadow where accountability fails. We ain't just building tools, we building the phones, and we phones, but we doctrine and the whole system goes down. Engineering on rails, longer rising task context, packed tight like nails, silicon angle, security stronger, but that's exactly why it's tense. Defense and no fence, share within little fence, venture beat. Meanwhile, Claude Opus cheaper price and got the room shook. 5 in and 25 out, that's a frontier in the cookbook. And Gemini flashing the wild, fast brain on the shelf, defaulting search, thinking level, dialing itself, DQ, so it's progress. A model that reasons or rushes, a demo that dazzles, or a system that blushes. I don't fear smart now, I fear on it to me when the interface smiles, but the outcomes get sanded. if it's 3 clicks to deploy, it's 3 clicks to harm. So making the brakes like a seatbelt alarm. I want logs like receipts and guardrails like law. Not my bad after the public already saw. Halftime stump, the double time tongue, no hat tricks, ball line stutter, re-entry slam when the truth hits. And then the ink drops. EO on the desk, national framework vibe. The edges still flex, federal register policy say lead, but leadership gotta be clean. Standards without teeth, just a decorative screen. Crickets without men circling who gets to decide. States in the rear view while the lobbyists ride. Americans for responsible innovation. So I'm asking the wrong questions in a loud beat. Who audits the auditors when the models speak? When an agent moves money, when an agent hires, when an agent writes memos that qualify. We need proof, not vibes, benchmarks, plus real world scars. The team discloses and consequences with bars. Build a future like bridges, not like viral clips. Test weight, test weather, don't just beat it and shit. Cause the genius ain't more. It's safe enough to scale. That's how you keep the rocket from becoming a tailspin tail. It's not here, cut the silence, big as ball. If AI is the engine, ethics is the spark. Better shopping agents like it's retail for brains. We just got a pride that a platform has changed. 7 times struck footprints, data wall in the frame. The trust ain't the press, it's time in the game. The Wall Street Journal. I watch the feed turn into workflows, tasks to routines. Autonomy gets sexy when it's packaged as dreams. And investors still sprint, record stacks for this funds. In front of a TV cushion like they're prepping for storms and suns, financial times. But here's the thesis that the hype can't mute. If capital buys speed, who buys truth? Agent writes code, code writes rules, rules rewrite lives. A silent little casket with a weak don't survive. So I rap like an auditor with dirt under nails. Every assist got a shadow where accountability fails. We ain't just building tools, we building defaults. And defaults become doctrine when the whole system falls.
Stop. One bar, hard mute.
Breathe.
One bar.
Drum is truth.
Stop. One bar.
Hard mute. Breathe.
One bar.
Drum is truth. Open A drop codex, engineering on rails. Long horizon task context, packed like mail, silicone ankle. Security stronger, but that's exactly why it's tense. Defense and offense, share a thin little fence. Venture beat. Meanwhile, Cloud opens cheaper pricing, got the room shook. 5 in, 25 out. That's a frontier in a cookbook. Anthropic and Gemini flashing the wild, fast brain on the shelf. Before the search, thinking level dialing itself. DQ. So it's progress, a model that reasons or rushes, a demo that dazzles over a system that blushes. I don't fear smart, nah. I fear running to mean when the interface smiles, but the outcomes get sanded. If it's 3 clicks to deploy, it's 3 clicks to harm. So taking the brakes like a seatbelt alarm. I want laws like receipts and guardrails like law. Not my bad after the public law already saw. Halftime stomp.
Then double time, no hat tricks.
If not,
Ball line stutter, re-entry slam when the truth hits.
and then the ink drops. O on the desk, national framework vibes, but the edges to flex, federal register. Policies say lead, but leadership gotta be clean. Standards without teeth, just a decorative screen. Pre-is talk and circling who gets to decide. States in the rear view while the lobbyists ride. Americans for responsible innovation. So I'm asking the wrong questions in a loud beat. Who audits the auditors when the models speak? When an agent moves money, when an agent hires, when an agent writes memos that quietly fire. We need proof, not vibes, benchmarks, plus real world stars. Red teams, disclosures, and consequences with bars. Build the future like bridges, not like viral clips. Test weight, test weather. Don't just paint in the ship. Just a genius ain't more. It's safe enough to scale. That's how you keep the rocket from becoming the tailspin tail snare hit.
Let's how let's do it smart. Let's how let's do it smart. Let's how let's do it smart.
AI is the engine, ethics is the spark. Yeah. One bar hard mute. One bar drumless truth. Open A drop codex. Engineering on rails. Long horizon task context packed tight like nails. Silicon angle plus longer be stronger, but that's exactly why it's tense. Defense and no offense, share a thin little fence. Venture beat, meanwhile Claude dope is cheaper. Pricing got the room shook. 5 opposite, 25 out. That's a frontier in the cookbook. Anthropic and Gemini flashing the wild fast brain on the shelf. Before and search, thinking level dialing itself. DQ, so what's progress? A model that reasons and rushes a demo the dazzles of a system that blushes. I don't feel smart. Nah, I feel running to mine when the interface smiles, but the outcomes get sanded. If it's 3 clicks to deploy, it's 3 clicks to harm. So bake in the brakes like a seatbelt alarm. I want logs like receipts and guardrails like law. Not my bad after the public already saw. Halftime stomp, then double time tongue, no hat tricks, bar line stutter, re-entry slam when the truth hits. And then the ink drops. EO on the desk, national framework vibes, but the edges still flex. Federal Register, policy say lead, but leadership gotta be clean. Standards without teachers, the decadence win. Publicity say lead, but leadership gotta be clean. Standards without teachers, the decadence screen. Prayers talk, then circulating just to the side. States in the rear view while the lobbyists ride. Americans for responsible innovation, so I'm asking the wrong questions in a loud beat. Who orders the auditors when the models speak? When the nature moves money, when the nature hides, when the nature writes memos to fire. We need proof, not lies. Benchmarks, plus real world scars. Red teeth.
Just make sure to keep a bucket of water nearby, okay? Whatever happened up there, it clearly didn't stop you. Thank you. That should keep the ceiling from coming down. For now. You can...
Not that I care, but is the soup any good? Don't even think of trying anything. This door is bulletproof and I'm armed.
Kick like a gavel, snare like a stamp. AI in the headline, money in the lamp. Kick like a gavel, snare like a stamp. AI in the headline, money in the lamp. Meta shopping agents like it's retail for brains. Maintenance got acquired, not a platform on chain. Sabotage, struck footprints that are all in the frame. The trust ain't a press kit, it's time in the game.
It's quite the spectacle, all that candlelight. Just keep them at a safe distance, though, okay?
Here's the thesis that the hype can't mute. Capital buys speed, who buys truth? Agent writes code, code writes rules, rewrite lies. A silent little cascade where the weak don't survive. So I rap like an auditor with dirt under nails. Every assist got a shadow where accountability fails. We ain't just building tools, we building defaults. And defaults become doctrine when the whole system falls. One bar, hard new free. One bar, drum is true. One bar, hard new free. One bar, drum is true. Drum is true. Open A, drop codex, engineering on rails. Long horizon task, context packed tight like nail. Silicone anchor, snare like a steel. Security stronger, but that's exactly why it's tense. Defense and new offense, share with them real fence. Venture be wild, plot open cheaper pricing, got the room shook. 5 minutes, 25 out. That's the frontier in the quick again. Rock Gemini flashing the wild, fast brain on the shelf. We phone search, thinking level dialing itself. EQ, so what's progress? A model that reasons and rushes. A demo that dazzles or a system that blushes. I don't fear smart, no. I fear unintended. Interface smiles, but the outcome's descended. If it's 3 clicks to deploy, it's 3 clicks to harm. So breaking the brakes like a seatbelt alarm. I want logs like receipts and guardrails like law. Not my bad after the public already saw. Halftime stomp, and double time tongue, no hat tricks. Bar line stutter, re-entry slam when the truth hits. One bar, hard, one bar, number 2. One bar, hard, one bar, in the head drop, CEO on the desk. National framework vibe, with the edges still flex. Federal Register, policy say lead, but leadership gotta be clean. Standards without team, just a decorative screen. Pre-resident talk, the sucker and it gets to the side. States in the rear view while the lobbyists ride. Americans for responsible innovation. So I'm asking the grown questions in a loud beat. Who are the auditors when the models speak? When the nation moves money when the nation hides. When the nation writes memos that quietly fire, we need proof, not vibes, benchmarks, plus real world scars, red teams, disclosures, and consequences with bars. Build the future like bridges, not like viral clips. Test weight, test weather, don't just paint it and ship. Cause the genius ain't more, it's safe enough to scale. That's how you keep the rocket from becoming a tailspin tail. Snare hit, cut, let silence do its part. If AI is the engine, ethics is the spark.
Kick like a gavel, snare like a stamp. AI in the headline, money in the lamp. Yeah.